Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap, my NBA day-to-day prediction, and I'm also going to give you guys my NBA playoff team round 1 prediction. Now, yesterday was a great day in the sports world. One man said he wants to win. He doesn't want to lose. Shout out to this player right here, Tyrese Maxey. Shout out to you, man, because what you did yesterday, to be honest, you didn't look like Tyrese Maxey out there. You balled out. You showed up and you showed out and you said, I don't wanna go home round 1. I wanna see if we can go to game 7. I was happy. New York Knicks fans were happy. Everybody was happy in New York wearing an orange and blue jerseys and shirts and hats. And you know what? Red and blue 76er, his name is Tyrese Maxey. Showed up and showed up really good. His number is number 0. Tyrese Maxey, shout out to you, man. One and only great player. Young, phenomenal player. Okay, I'm going to give you your shout out right now because that's what I do. And I like doing this to each and every team out there and each and other player out there, okay? Don't hate Tyrese Maxey. He's just going to get better and better. I said it before. I hated it. I didn't want him on a 76ers team. And then he started developing with Joel Embiid. Showed up and showed out. Now he's balled out. Now, here we go. 46 points. That's the impressive part. 5 rebounds. That's another impressive part. And 9 assists. Shout out to you. Another great, phenomenal game. Now, you got 46 points. That's what I'm really amazed about. Nobody else showed up and showed out bigger than you. You said, I don't want to lose in Madison Square Garden. I want to take this back to Philadelphia. And I want to force a game 7. Now, this game here, this was a huge game for them. Like it always is. Tyrese Maxey showed up and showed out. Now, 46 points. Everybody's happy if I'm doing that. I'm happy. Even if you're not a New York Knicks fan or a Philadelphia fan, if you're not a Philadelphia fan, then you're just hating the talent of these players, you know? Because what Tyrese Maxey showed up yesterday, he said, we're going to win this. And I'm going to carry you guys. Joel Embiid got booed most of the night. Now, let me say this to each and other fan base out there, okay? You guys are booing, and this is to each and every fan base out there, and this is especially to New York Knicks fans, all right? And I'm not going to point this out. I'm just going to be honest with you. You are booing fans on other players' teams. You are booing great players on the court. You are booing Joel Embiid because of what he did in that last game. Dirty play. Not once, but probably 3-4 times. Okay, understandable. But are we going to sit here and start booing Joel Embiid? Let's say Joel Embiid gets knocked out in the first round, okay? Now, I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. To my knowledge, I think he's leaving. But I could be wrong. What if he joins the New York Knicks? Now, are you guys going to maintain booing Joel Embiid in a New York Knicks uniform? Because to me, in my knowledge, you should be not booing any fans. Because you're booing for him what? So he can miss? Is that the best thing that we can come up with? Booing? To be honest, I like Joel. I like the New York Knicks. I like the 76ers. I like Tyrese Maxey and Joel. I think they're a good matchup. Did I think they were going to be a scary duo this season? To my knowledge, no. I don't think anybody thought they were going to be this kind of great duo. The only people that thought they were going to be a good duo are 76ers fans. And I'm sitting here telling you guys, what if, and I know people say there's no what if, don't say there's a what if. There's always going to be a what if out there. Always. What if Joel Embiid joins the New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and Josh Hart? Just what if? And to be honest, I'm going to say this loud and clear because people have been asking me this. Can you see Joel Embiid in a New York Knicks uniform, orange and blue? Honestly, I will love it for this man to come. Now, I know people are going to get mad at me for saying that. Joel Embiid has not hurt anybody in the NBA. Joel Embiid, if anything, he's trying to give back to his team because of all the times he's been missing past seasons. Let Joel Embiid do Joel Embiid thing. I love when this man goes in there, shows up and shows out. When this man goes down, it literally feels like something in my body is breaking. Because you never want to see another man in the NBA go down. Because if a man goes down in the NBA, who's that next man going to show up? Tyrese Maxey did his thing. He showed up and showed out. But right when Joel Embiid kept on getting the ball, boo, you suck, all this and all that. There's no need for that. There's no need. Because Joel Embiid is his own player, own human being. He knows what he's doing on the court. And to be honest, if he can go back to that game to not hurt Precious Achua or OG Anunoby or Josh Hart or Jalen Brunson, he will do that. He will go back and not hurt them. But he didn't mean it to hurt them. He didn't mean to intentionally grab a player's leg, throw him down, and all of a sudden get into a little scuffle. I don't think anybody in the NBA wants to tolerate that. Everybody just wants to go into a game, have fun, ball out, show up and show out, and bring the championship to home. Everybody wants to get that NBA ring. Everybody wants to get that NBA championship ring. Everybody does. Anybody does. Regardless if you're a very good team or you're a very terrible team. Because NBA is just a fun sport bringing everybody together. And there's no point of booing one of your favorite superstars or you're booing against a team that you're playing against. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. Because it's just really disgusting to me how you see these players go out there every single day getting booed by their fan base or against their fan base. There's no point. There's literally no point in this. What are you guys getting to? You want Joel Embiid to retire really early in the season? He's not going to retire. If anything, he's just going to get better and better if he doesn't get hurt. Just saying that. But, yeah. I just wanted to say that. But Jalen Brunson, the man of the New York Knicks. You showed up and you showed out. Now, at one point, the New York Knicks were up by 6. The score was 96-90. And then all of a sudden, everything started changing. You guys, at one point, led by probably 6 or 7 or 4. And then the 76ers came back, showed up, and showed out. Tyrese Maxey was the main player of this game. Tyrese Maxey is the team player in this game. Because what he did yesterday, I don't think anybody could have done that. I think he made 2 3-pointers back to back. Now, I think that first one, he got fouled on, but we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. That second one, that one was a clutch one. He threw that up and he's like, hopefully this goes in, and it went in. I don't know if that was a overtime win or if that was like an actual win. So, Tyrese Maxey, an amazing player, phenomenal. New York Knicks, in the other hand, now you got to go back to Philadelphia, right? You got to go back to Philadelphia, playing in Philadelphia. And I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Everybody keeps telling me, why can't it be the Lakers? Why can't it be the Cavs? Why can't it be the Bucks? Going to be right here. We might see a game 7 in this one. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to happen or not happen. The Knicks were an amazing team. They led 2-0. They lost in Philadelphia. Now, I didn't say anything about coming down from 3-0. The record was 3-1. So, technically, they didn't come back from a 3-0 deficit. Because they did get 2 in Philadelphia. Now, New York is going to try their best to close it out in Philadelphia. Am I going to sit here and say it's going to happen? If you see that same Tyrese Maxey on the court balling out like that, I don't think he can get the job done. I am saying that now. Because Tyrese Maxey wants to be that team player. He wants to be that main player, if you know what I mean. I think he wants to be in Joel Embiid's area. He wants to be the superstar in Philadelphia or any other team that gets him. Okay? And I have full credit for him to do it because I think he can run a team. Do I think he can bring a team to a championship? You gotta wait and see. Can he bring a team to a finals? I mean, he did show it last night. And I know people are going to say this is one game from him. Did you not see what he did in the regular season? Did you not see what he did in the play-in? Are we all going to sit here and say, like, that was just a blur for him? Tyrese Maxey is an amazing player, and he's going to get better and better. This game went to overtime. First overtime, if I'm correct, in the playoffs. So, how do you want to take it, New York? You want to take it as we need a bounce back win? Or do you want to take it as you want to go to a game 7 back in New York? How do you want to do this? Because Jalen Brunson, I'm going to sit here and say this. He kind of dropped the ball at the wrong time. He did what he had to do. Don't get me wrong. He did what he had to do. Now, people are going to say he got fouled at that last point at the end of the game. To be honest, no one's going to go back and review that. He didn't get fouled. I saw that angle. I was at the game. But to sit here and say that Jalen Brunson got fouled at the last point of the game at overtime is outrageous. He did not get fouled. It looked like he did, but he didn't. He was just rushed into that shot and he missed it. Imagine New York won by a buzzer beater. Be amazing. It would be amazing. But Jalen Brunson shot that clutch 3, I think once or twice. And then after that, when they went to overtime, they led by 6. And then all of a sudden, Philadelphia just said, you know what? We're going to win this game. I don't care what anybody says. We're going to force a game 7 somehow in some way. They didn't go to a game 7 yet. This was a game 5. So, are they going to a game 7? But yeah, this game was great. This might be one of the best series we've ever had so far. Well, actually, second. So, yeah. So this was game 5. So game 6 is going to be in Philadelphia. But yeah, I don't know what to say. This game here was amazing. It was. Don't get me wrong. But 76ers fans, New York Knicks fans, don't boo Joel Embiid and don't boo any other fan base out there. You guys can do what you want. I just don't think it's appropriate to boo. I really don't. There's no point of booing another fan base or another superstar because of what he did on the court to your team. Because you never know if Joel Embiid will join the New York Knicks. And you guys just made a costly thing, you know? So, yeah. But other than that, man, this game here was great. Jalen Brunson, you kind of sold at that last minute in overtime. But after the overtime, you were balling out. So, yeah. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey, main of the player. This was the main game for you. You showed up and showed out at the right time. So, yeah. All right. Now, this game here. Now, I did not tune into this game because I was at the New York Knicks game. It's the Cavs won by a point. Donovan Mitchell, I read what you said last time. You said we need to get better. This is not how you perform. That's not how we perform. Something like that. We saw what you did last night, right? If I can go back to the NBA recap, I would go back and watch it. But I don't want to because I saw how you played. If the Orlando Magic force a Game 7 in your hands, that is the funniest thing I've ever said. Let me recall to everybody's memory. Let me take you down to memory lane before the playoffs even started. Or during the playoffs started. Just for a week. Just like a week ago. Or a while ago. Everybody said this was a boring matchup. The Cavs are going to cook Orlando. Right now, the series is 3-2. Cavs fans can say they did good. Orlando fans say they can get lucky over this win. Whatever you want to say. Whatever floats your boat. The Orlando Magic has more potential than any other team out there. Fan bases might be shocked of what Orlando is going to do. Maybe. They might win the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1. And this will be shocking to everybody. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. But if the Cavs somehow in some way get swept, not even swept, get bounced out on the first round, people are going to say, did not see this coming. To be honest, I'll be the person saying I saw this coming. I said Orlando was going to do good. I didn't choose them. I went for Cavs because I have faith in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Max Strus. But am I going to sit here and point the fingers and say, like, the Cavs are not a dominant team no more like they were in the regular season? If Donovan Mitchell gets bounced out in the first round, I'm going to say this loud and clear. I think he's going to request a trade. I say it here first. I think he will request a trade. Regardless if he wins the first round or gets bounced out between round 2 to round 3. I think he's going to request a trade regardless. Because I don't think he wants to stay in Cleveland unless he has a super team around him. And there's some teams out there looking for him to join a super team. I'm not going to say any teams, but I could see him join some teams that I want. So, yeah. But other than that, man, this game here was great. Cavs won by a point, by a 3-pointer if I'm correct, or 2. Just an amazing game. Just an amazing game. Can't sit here and be mad of what Donovan Mitchell is doing, or Darius Garland, or Paulo Banchero. You can't sit here and be disappointed of what they're doing. They're showing up and they're showing out and they're making everybody happy because of what they're doing. Alright, let's move on to the game here. Tyrese Halliburton. Siakam. What happened? You didn't show up and show out. You showed up in that last game, game 4. Game 5, you didn't show up in anything. I said this before. I got the Bucks winning this game. I got the Bucks winning this series. If you're going to lose in the first round, you might as well not even show up. The Pacers lead the series 3-2. No Giannis. No Damian Lillard. But you know who they did have? Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez. They had a bunch of team players coming up, stepping up big. Pat Bev doing the little small dance thing, saying you're too small. That's kind of dead. That's kind of choking. I'm just really disappointed if him keep doing that. Because at the end of the day, No one is taking you serious when you do that. But I saw the Bucks up by huge digits. I saw them huge. At one point, I saw the score 58, somewhere around 50 to like 75 or 89, something like that. And when I saw that, I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to tune into it. I tuned into it, but I didn't want to, fully watch it. There was like a little scuffle in here too, if I'm correct. For some reason, the Pacers and the Bucks hate each other. They just really don't like each other no more. I think they're tired of playing each other, seeing each other's faces. I'm really serious about that. I don't know how many times these two have to fight on the court. And there was maybe potential Giannis might come back in Game 6. Or Damian Lillard. So, we'll see. I'm not going to sit here and hope for them to come back, because the reason why I say that is because we saw what happened this past season, right? From the ups to the downs. And teams say, we're going to have this player back probably next game. Didn't play in the next game. Now, this game here, they're saying that Giannis and Damian Lillard might play. Now, I'm going to say this loud and clear to each and every fan base out there and each to these two teams. I'll see it when I believe it. I'm tired of saying that Giannis is going to play. I'm tired of saying Dame Adala is going to play. Didn't play in these games. Didn't play in this series for Giannis. Dame Adala played in the series until he went down, I think, in that Game 3 or Game 2. So, I need these NBA teams to stop saying that game decision. Perhaps they're going to play, or probable. Say they are going to play, because I'm tired of people saying they're going to play and they actually don't. Especially these announcers that go into the huddle or go into the locker room and talk to their team about, oh, is your player coming back next week? And the coach don't even know if they're going to play or not. It's up in the air. The only person that knows if they're going to play is the player that knows if they're going to play, okay? Let's just make that sense right now. Because it's really annoying how I keep going on this. I make these videos and I say Giannis might come back, or Gabe Vincent might come back, or Jared Vanderbilt might come back, and they never came back, So, if you're gonna have a player come back and not talk about him coming back, show me that he's on the court. I want to see him on the court. And it's okay if he comes on the court. He's not feeling 100%. He's not feeling 99% on the court. It's okay if he has a minute restriction. I just want to see him on the court. Now, we all know if a player comes back and he has like a minute restriction on him, and if any player wants to stay in and tries to help his team out, his name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's going to be the main player that wants to stay on the court. He's going to try to not injure himself and give it all himself. Because that's Giannis. He's a great player. He's a fun player to watch. I'm excited for him if he does make it back to this series. But we're going to see. So we're going to see even if they do beat the Pacers. Because apparently everybody said this was going to be a very interesting game right here. To be honest, I wanted this to be a sweep. It might look like a Game 6. It might look like a Game 7. So we gotta wait and see how where these two teams will fall into place. We'll see where the chips may fall for these two teams. At the end of the day, have both of these teams have fun on the court and them ball out and show up and show out. So, yeah. But we are gonna move on to the NBA games for today. Alright, please guys, again, like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me guys what your guys' favorite team is. Tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Now, we have two games today. We have two, alright? We have the Miami Heat Celtics, and then we have the Dallas Mavericks Flippers. Now, we all know that we're all tuning into this game, right? Am I the only one that doesn't know that? Everyone's going to be tuning into this. This is a great game. This is a fun matchup. Dallas Mavericks, or not the Dallas Mavericks. The Miami Heat are going to be playing for everything today. But they're going to go out here and lose. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen. It will happen. Jason Tatum will go out here and ball out, regardless if he plays or not, because of what happened last game. Dinkus Pinkus is going to be out for this series because of the injury that he had and what he suffered. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Al Horford, Drew Holiday, ball out. I need you to go out here, show up and show out. I want you to win this series. I want you to get Miami out of the talks because I'm tired of my friend telling me, oh, this is our comeback game. I'm here to tell you, Miami Heat fans, and I'm here to tell you, my friend, you are not coming back from down 3-1. You got one lucky win, alright? And that was in Miami. You got one lucky win. Alright? One. Regardless if that's in Miami or in Boston. Regardless, I don't care. You got lucky in this game that you won. It would have been a sweep if Tyler Hero didn't show up and show out. I gotta see the same Tyler Hero. Everyone is gonna be balling out in this game. So, can the Miami Heat go to a Game 7? Or is it just gonna be a Game 5 and they lose? So, gonna have to see what's gonna happen. But I'm taking the Boston Celtics to win this game. There's no doubt in my mind that Boston will go out here and lose. Let's move on to this game here. Now, I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody, but I'm really excited for this series. I don't know why. Every time I see Dallas and the Clippers play, there's just something that's boiling up for this series. I love watching Luka. I love watching Kyrie Irving. The Claw called Kawhi Leonard is not going to be playing in this game, is what I've been hearing. He's going to be out. I told you guys this before. The reason why the Claw is not playing is because he's ducking Luka and Kyrie Irving. He doesn't want to lose in round 1. And if the Clippers get knocked down in round 1, he's going to say, I didn't play in this series. If I played, we would be winning going on, and we would be moving on. That's not the case, buddy. You're just ducking the smoke because you don't want to get crossed up by Luka. You don't want to get crossed up by Kyrie. Just say the fact. Just say you're scared of Kyrie and Luka. Because what PG-13 is going through, what the Honey Bun's going through. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say you're washed. All I'm saying here is that you're ducking the smoke because you don't want to play against Kyrie and Luka. And everybody can bring up excuses. He's hurt. Players just say that, but they're really not. You're not going to fool me. I don't care if you're going off with one leg or you're going off with 2 legs. You have a job to play. Everyone is counting on you to pull this team all the way towards the finals, and you can't even go past round 1. So what makes you think that you're the team player? Yeah, you got lucky in 2019, all right? Because everybody went down. Actually, everybody did go down that season. But this year, no one's going down. Even if they did go down, which they did. Kevin Durant's out, Steph's out. You're out. You still got the young players. You still got SGA. You still got Nikola. You still got a bunch of other players to go through. So you're just not going through the old players. You're going through the young players too. So the best player that showed up and showed out in this playoffs, and I don't know if anybody's giving him credit, is Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is showing up and showing out for the Timberwolves. That man, the sky's the limit for this man because this man is an amazing talent player. I love watching Anthony Edwards going up there doing the push ride dunks. I don't know what's impressive. The Timberwolves balling out, or Anthony Edwards might be that superstar that can run the team towards the finals. Timberwolves got a talent too. All these other teams that are not the teams that have old players have talent. And I'm just pointing the facts out to each and every fan base out there. Everybody says the arrow's over. The era for the NBA for Steph, Kevin Durant, and the crybaby. No one's gonna be watching the NBA. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. NBA staying here because you still got young talent here. Anthony Edwards is gonna sky the limit for this man. He's gonna be doing a lot more things for Minnesota from now to the future. He might be the next he is, if you think about it. I always thought Karl Anthony Towns was the face of the Timberwolves. But now that I think about it, I've been tuning into Timberwolves games in the regular season. Anthony Edwards is the face of the Timberwolves. Let's just say that loud and clear. If the Timberwolves win a finals, it's going to be all Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert is not going to be in the talks. Anthony Edwards is going to be the main player. He's going to be the talked about. Rudy Gobert, I just said it. Karl Anthony Towns will be that second, third sidekick of that team. He was the face of the Timberwolves until Anthony Edwards showed up. I'm just pointing facts to each and every fan base out there. Each and fan, so. But let's move on to this game here. You're ducking smoke, Kawhi. And I think it's time for you to just stay home because you're not going to round 2. You're not. You're losing. And that is a fact. And I'm not going to sit here and be wrong. Everybody says game 7, game 6 for this game, right? All my friends are telling me it's going to be a game 7. Dallas is going to pull it out. To be honest, if it goes to a game 7, I do think the Mavs will lose game 7. And I don't ever want to imagine that. And hopefully I'm wrong about that. Hopefully it's the other way around, so. But I need Luka and Kyrie to show up and show out. I need you to play your best ball that when you played in the regular season. I need Kyrie to show up and show out like what he did in the last game. I need Luka to be having that Luka magic for every fan base out there, or not each and every fan base, for their own fan base and their own teammates. And can you do me a favor, NBA? Can you do me a favor, the refs? Can you do me a favor, NBA coaches on that team, Flippers and Mavs? I know this has to happen, but I'm just going to point the facts. Stop putting Terrence Wack on Luka. Luka owns him in the paint. Luka is Terrence Wack's father. This man cannot guard him. This man wants to break his own ankles before he guards Luka. Luka is changing the game for the Mavs. Can you put a better player on Luka? Terrence Wack can't guard Luka. I'm just saying that now. Because every time I see Terrence Wack guard Luka, I'm like, this is easy. You got a scrub against a superstar? Come on. This is light work for Luka. Now, I know what we saw in the other games. Luka made threes. He missed threes over him. Let's just keep it like literally percent. Like, Luka's going to own him regardless. You literally look like Luka's son in the paint. Literally. He is bullying you around. Now, we know Terrence Wack's not a strong guy in the paint. We know he's not a strong guy. He's not a strong guy in general. But put another player on him. Do not put Luka on him. Luka is nowhere near his level. Like, let me say this to you guys in the nicest way I can. Luka's all the way up here. Like, this is Luka. Like, you can't see it, but Luka's here, but he's all the way. He's up there. He's all the way high. Terrence Wack is all the way down here to the turf. That's how bad he is. He cannot handle Luka. And if you think about putting Kyrie on him, this dude would be crossed up before the basketball even goes towards Kyrie's hands. I'm just saying that. Nobody can guard Luka. Nobody can guard Kyrie. And if you think about putting honey bun on him or PG-13, yeah, those two are gonna definitely break an ankle. I'm just pointing facts. So. But make this a great game, Dallas. Can you please take a 3-2 lead and just finish this off in the next game, please? Because I'm tired of these scrubs and I can't wait. So. But guys, that is my NBA recap. And you guys tell me what you guys think and about it. We only got 2 games today, so yeah. Speaking of a short video, I saw this and I didn't know if it was true or not, but I saw it. LaMelo Ball. I saw the back tattoos. I'm not gonna lie, that's nice. I can't hate that. That's nice. His whole back is like tatted, and like you can't even see like his like before he got tattoos. You can see his back, but apparently over the off season, he said he wants to get more back tattoos. That is nice. I'm not gonna lie. The number 1 on the alien, and then he wrote some stuff inside the tattoo. I didn't look at it fully, but I saw it, and I didn't want to read it. But it's nice. And then he's got his arm like tatted, and both of his arms from back to front to his body. That's kind of nice, though. I'm not gonna lie. But as much as you want to get tattoos and you like tattoos, how much do you like basketball? Can you ball out Can you ball out for the Charlotte Hornets? I'm still waiting for your game to go off. I'm really waiting. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying that. I don't like you as a fan. I don't like you as a player. But if you can get that many tattoos, why can't you go ball out like that? With that many tattoos on your body? So, yeah. And I heard that it wasn't just him, it was his brothers too. So, yeah. I didn't see his other brother's tattoos, but I just saw LaMelo's and I was like, yo, this dude's got a bunch of tattoos everywhere, and that's nice. His back is mostly with cool colors, cool ink, and everything. Now, I would never be that kind of guy that gets that many tattoos. Maybe that's you guys, but yeah. But guys, that is my NBA recap. That's my NBA thing that I saw. So, yeah. You guys tell me who's going to win today, and tell me who's going to advance or get outside in the first round. But again, guys, please watch, like, subscribe, comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.